Crosby connects on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away.
It's a short kick taken out beyond the 20. And they've got it up past the 35, so pretty good starting field position.
The Buccaneers in good field position here to start out 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. Throwing now is Brady.
And that's complete. It's Chris Godwin on the move past the 40.
And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30.
A first carry for Rachaad White. And he'll get this just inside the 30-yard line.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That was a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
Steps away to his left. He's going to take a shot for the end zone.
And this one incomplete. Oh, he couldn't hang on to it in the end zone, and that's one that'll haunt you. And now it brings up 3rd down.
No surprise at all. They're looking for the big man early in this one. The only surprise for them, he couldn't hang on to the pass.
The 22 is the line to gain here on 3rd down. Working from the gun, it's Brady. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Brady going to go on 4th down. And Evans hauls it in. Touchdown, Bucs. Mike Evans, 29 yards. And the Bucs are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own. Wow, talk about a big 4th down conversion for the score. Defensively, how do you let that happen?
I think you start with the offense. And you give them credit for going for it, having that type of, well, let's face it, audacity. But defensively, I think you're right on target, partner. There's no way something like that's supposed to happen in that situation. You're supposed to be able to shut that down and get the ball back for your own team. Instead, they give up not just a big play, but a touchdown.
Extra point put through by Succop, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away.
Nixon now from his end zone. And he returns this to the 22. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, into a sea of defenders and intercepted.
Picked off by Levante David. And it's a pick six. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD.
Well, the offense, they had really not been able to mount anything yet on that drive, and the defense made sure they couldn't mount anything. The interception and the return adding 6 to the scoreboard.
And that's no small return for a linebacker, partner. He took matters into his own hands and his legs on that pick. And once he had it, I don't think anyone on the field could have stopped him.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away.
Nixon now from his end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go.
A fight for the football, and it's intercepted.
Picked by Antoine Winfield Jr.
And the Bucs are going to take possession of the football.
Not the first quarter that he was hoping for. Now 2 interceptions thrown.
Well, the good ones, they find a way to compartmentalize, right? Put these behind them, have that short memory, but understand why they threw the 2 interceptions. They go on and usually play a pretty decent game. Other quarterbacks, they have a hard time getting past it and often put the ball up for grabs the rest of the ball game.
So after the INT, it's Brady. Now the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on first down on the sack. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Now Brady. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. He completes this to Russell Gage. Touchdown, Tampa Bay! Tom Brady with 2 first-quarter touchdown passes. And the Buccaneers have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Extra point up and good by Succop. And it's now 21-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Nixon now from his end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football.
And Rodgers intercepted a 3rd time.
Picked by Antoine Winfield Jr.
And the Buccaneers are going to take possession of the football.
Well, I'm not sure that the wheels, Charles, are coming completely off, but they're shaking a little bit. That's 3 interceptions, and now interceptions here on back-to-back drives.
And I think about what a Hall of Fame coach told me, that he always told his teams, when a mistake happens, just move on to the next play. Let it go. Hard to do when you've thrown this many interceptions. That's exactly the attitude that has to be adopted.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Brady. And he's got it. And in for the Buccaneers touchdown.
Tom Brady hooking up with Mike Evans there.
And the Bucs are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. It's a wobbler, and it's intercepted. The Bucs ready for the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air. Nixon now from his end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Well, still early in this one, Charles, but the last time this offense was out there, they threw their first interception of the ball game, so trying to avoid repeating that mistake here on this drive. And to put a positive spin on it, at least it happened in the first half and not in a close game in the fourth quarter, but you're absolutely right, partner. One of the last things this offensive quarterback wants to witness again in this game. Kind of an obvious question, Charles, but anything you try to avoid after your first pick, or you say it's one interception, we're still in the first half, I'm about to do the same thing? I think you want to avoid playing scared, and put it into the mind of the quarterback that you've lost confidence in him. Make sure you get some throws that he's going to be able to complete, make him feel good about himself, and continue to run your offense. And it is incomplete. Good positioning there downfield to break that one up. That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away. Got a man, that's Lazard. Touchdown, Packers. Alan Lazard, 33 yards. And the Packers are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. And on that one, able to catch it, also able to have the wherewithal to take it in for the score. And how about the phases of a successful catch and a completion of a play? Look the ball in, secure the catch, and then, of course, the run after the catch that ends up in the end zone. An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. Crosby on now to kick it away. Pulls it in at the 13. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. Right now, we've got a little bit of an offensive masterpiece going on both sides, moving the football, scoring points. It's almost like somebody put the defense on rookie mode in this one. I mean, we haven't even left the first half, Charles, and we're certainly on pace for a shootout. An excellent start for both offenses. The fans have to be enjoying this to seeing all these points go up on the board. As a former defender, I'm not enjoying this at all, but right now, both these teams just trading haymakers. Let's see if anyone slips up first. Can anyone counter with a nice little jab and get things going in their direction? The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Now Brady, eluding the pressure right. He completes it to Julio Jones. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Rashawn Gary that time fighting free and getting to the quarterback. After the sack on first down, Brady. That is caught. It's Chris Godwin. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A first down there on a pickup of 25. Brady. This is caught. Touchdown. The fourth touchdown pass of the game for Tom Brady, as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. So not only is that his third touchdown catch of the game, he's done it here in the first half.
I'm not sure defensively what they're going to come up with to slow him down, because already we're seeing him run past, over, through guys in order to make these catches. And being able to try and shut him down at this stage of the game, it's going to take a lot of effort. So maybe it'll open things up for some other people.
Well, they better figure something out, and soon.
And a short kick taken at about the 16.
And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it up past the 35. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out.
And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. Picked off by Logan Ryan.
And the Bucs are going to take possession of the football. Well, CD, when you mentioned earlier about spreading the ball around in this game, I don't think you meant to the guys in the other uniform. With 4 interceptions here in the first half, and several different guys have picked him off.
Yeah, instead of analyzing what's going wrong with him throwing the football, while we look at the defense, they came in prepared. An excellent game plan, well scouted, and they're taking it away at almost every turn. That incompletion certainly slows things down a little bit and brings up a very important call for 2nd and long. What do? Run and try and get some yardage and make it 3rd and manageable? Or challenge the coverage again, hoping for a bigger gain?
Flush to his right. Airing this one out for Evans. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Now that's a dangerous throw right there. Moving off to his right, throwing it all the way back across field to his left. I know he had a lot of confidence in his arm, but sometimes the ball can just hang up there when it goes that distance. He was fortunate it was just incomplete.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Brady now to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Packer pressure, and down he goes. Brady to throw for it on 4th down. Looking downfield for Godwin. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Packers are going to get the football back in excellent field position. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive.
Oh, not sure he saw the linebacker there, as that's batted down and incomplete.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
Throw complete to the tight end, Tunyon.
Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. And my goodness, another interception.
Mike Edwards picks it off. And the Buccaneers are going to take over here up near the 40.
I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me, because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Brady. Looking sideline, incomplete.
A couple of quick incompletions, and now they're just one more away from getting off the field. They've got options now. Could they dial up a blitz here or just drop everyone into coverage to crowd the throwing lanes?
Airing this one out for Evans. Oh, a contested ball here, and it's going to be caught. A big play that time for Tampa Bay. 48 yards.
Sugar! Check, 59.
Into the red zone, it's Brady. There's Evans again, complete. And in for the Buccaneers, touchdown. 5 touchdown passes now for Tom Brady, and the Buccaneers are able to add on to their first half lead. Suck up for the extra point. And that will bump the lead up to 26. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Nixon now from his end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
Well, things for them, just to put it bluntly, man, it has been tough sledding here in the first half, facing that big deficit. The clock is dwindling now. Maybe if they can get something on the board here before intermission, they'll have at least a little momentum heading into the second half.
And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete, but the contact is going to move the ball well downfield. So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. Here's Rodgers to throw. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout.
Well, that's what they have to do more of defensively. Not just getting sacks, but they have to keep getting in his face. Not let him get his feet set and deliver. He's been carving them up previously.
Yeah, already has a couple of touchdown passes. About time they put a few grass stains on that jersey. I don't think this will even, nope, it doesn't even get there. Well short. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Bucs with a lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway.
Pulls it in at the 13. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
The first half definitely went their way, and this would seem to be a great opportunity to kind of put this game a little closer out of reach with a score here.
Yeah, and it's a wonderful opportunity for them because if they can add 7 more to their lead before the other guys even see the football, that could be the decisive blow in this game. I think that's how they're eyeing it. That's how they're approaching it.
Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. To throw is Brady. Airing this one out for Evans. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
They'll go for it. It's Brady. Looking downfield for Godwin. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. A surprising move to go for it, and predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line. Rodgers now on 1st down. He sets up the screen to Jones. And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. Only 3 there on the screen at second down.
Nice job by the defense figuring that play out and holding it to a short game, but I don't think the offense is going to be daunted. They actually accomplished their goal there. Now they've got them aware that they can throw a screen at them, maybe to slow the pass.
And it's a Packers touchdown. Josiah DeGuara from 8 yards out. And the Packers are able to cut into that deficit. Extra point try now for Crosby. And that'll make this a 19-point game. I guess the last score wasn't enough for them. They won more. Here comes an onside kick. Oh, I think the Packers got it. Yep, Green Bay football. Well, I guess they felt like they needed something to get them going. Maybe you wait for this type of a play, but they try the onside kick, and it works.
I'm starting to wonder if the analytics coach is starting to get involved in the football nowadays. When you see this type of play made, this type of a risk taken, sometimes there's a different influence.
And Rodgers is going to go down. He's sacked. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Vita Vea dropping him for the 2nd straight play. Might want to think about blocking him here on 3rd down.
So, Brandon, we've sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. Flushed out right. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And it'll be a turnover on downs. Fournette, a 1st down carry. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Brady to throw on 2nd down. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And the Packers are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line. So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 37. So after the INT, it's Rodgers. On the move past the 40. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. And now here is another interception. Mike Edwards picks it off. And the Bucs are going to take possession of the football. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores. But, yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And, look, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
Brady again here on 2nd and 10. Now the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. That winds up pushing him back 11 yards on the sack. And that'll bring up 3rd. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. And into the end zone, it's a pick 6 and a Packer touchdown. Now Crosby for the point after. And they're able to cut the deficit to 12. And they decide fairly early here they need the ball back, so here's an onside kick. Now a timeout called for by the defense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
A short kick taken at the 18. And they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. The third quarter has not been kind to them. After they built that lead at intermission, they've seen that lead shrink.
And how much of that is simply execution?
And Brady going to be intercepted a third time. And the Packers are going to take possession of the football. So a potential momentum shifter there, working with a two-score lead third quarter, but that not the smartest of throws.
I would agree with you on that one because this game is still very much in the balance. It felt pretty one-sided to this point, but now if these guys can turn this turnover into points, things could start getting a little more interesting. That's tremendous field position that they were given following the turnover, but they've still got work to do to get to field goal range, and the coverage we're seeing isn't going to make it easy.
Rodgers again here on 2nd and 10. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Jones. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. On first down, Rodgers. Wide open receiver complete.
And the Packers are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line.
Rodgers again now. That is caught by Cobb. And it's a Packer touchdown. Randall Cobb, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Packers are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the third.
Crosby with the extra point, and this is back to a 5-point game. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away.
Very short kick taken right at the 20.
And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it up past the 35. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
Still enjoying the lead here in the third quarter despite their defense giving up that last touchdown. Now they'll see if they can get the equalizer here on this drive.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Fournette. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. On 2nd and 12, Brady. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay.
Chris Godwin.
45 yards.
And the Bucs will add to their fourth quarter lead.
Extra point put through by Succop, and it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Nixon now from his end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
Well, that last touchdown we just saw, what an important one. Now it's back to a 2-score deficit for this crew as they take the field here, and they are in desperate need of finding the end zone.
And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. Fourth quarter, every drive's so critical, and you figure may only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the second touchdown. You got the first one for the second.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked by Antoine Winfield Jr. And the Buccaneers are going to have it here at their own 15. Brady going to bring the Bucs up with a 1st and 10 at their own 15. And he'll begin with a give to Fournette to start the drive.
Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he'll be taken down, but they've got this one up to the 35-yard line. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a 1st down. And now a jet sweep. This is Evans with it. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9. Well, the jet sweep. This is Godwin. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. Now they'll throw with Brady. Airing this one out for Evans.
And this a leaping effort, but it's knocked away and incomplete.
Finally a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
Fakes the give to Fournette. Now Brady.
They'll roll him out right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
After what they faced during this game where they've given up a ton of yards downfield, there has to be a measure of revenge right there for the secondary. They've been shredded throughout the game and finally forced an incompletion.
Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Jair Alexander.
And the Packers are going to take possession of the football.
That is the play they needed in a 2-score game here in the 4th quarter.
No doubt about it. They did what they had to do to give themselves a chance to get back into the game. They turned it over to the offense. They are now in charge.
Now they need to execute. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw.
And the Packers are going to be set up with a 1st and goal here as the tackle made at the 9.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line. On 2nd and goal, Rodgers. And quick throw here, that's complete. Touchdown!
Aaron Rodgers hitting Allen Lazard. And the Packers have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th.
Extra point up and good by Crosby. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. It's a squib kick fielded just inside the 20.
And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started.
Another important 4th quarter series coming up. That last INT helping to maintain their slim advantage.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. They'll try and run some clock with Fournette. And able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. To throw, it's Brady. He completes it right side to White.
And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
That was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? 2nd and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the 1st down, and that's exactly what he did.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Running left, it's Fournette.
And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line.
53 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries. Well, this has been all that we'd hoped for. 2 of the game's all-time great QBs slugging it out in a one-score game here in the second half. 1st and 10.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
And they'll get him down inside the red zone at the 14. It's also a gain of 14. 1st down.
A big hole there. How about him handling the point of attack? Just positioning himself so that run could go right off of his backside and deep into the secondary.
They keep it with Fournette on 1st down. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. They'll run it again with Fournette. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
After the penalty, it's Fournette. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it. Extra point try now for Succop. And that is off the left upright. It's no good. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They can't do much at this point, partner. This one is going to go down in the loss column.
You don't make up for what has happened during the game in this sequence here. Maybe you hand it off and let someone run the ball if you so choose. But otherwise, just kneel down, call it a day, and try and prepare going forward.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. Open man here has come. And now we're going to get a timeout. Somewhat pointlessly called with 3 seconds to go in a game that's already been decided. One final try for Rodgers. We've seen this before. And that will be incomplete. They were going for a consolation TD, but it was not to be. And time has run out now on the